You're watching CTOM TV. Knowledge is power.
There's a few different types of antigen-presenting cells. We'll call them APC cells. And what they do, one of the common ones are called dendritic cells.
Okay.
And you've probably heard of dendritic cell therapy.
Sure.
So basically they go after, they phagocyte cells, meaning they eat them up and break them down. And then they go to the lymph nodes and they interact with the TILs and the tregs, which are in the lymph nodes. And they say, here's what you need to look for, go out and find it.
So it's akin to getting the flu shot.
Yeah, this is the same this happens in the flu shot. This is an adaptive response, the antibody producing response.
Right.
So this is how our immune system works.
All right.
So MHC1, major histocompatibility class 1, is a molecule that is on all nucleated cells of vertebrates that have jaws.
Interesting.
And it's also found on platelets. So nucleated cells are everything with the exception of red blood cells. Red blood cells don't have a nucleus. So every jawed vertebrate that has an immune system expresses this MHC class 1 molecule and uses this antigen presenting process
to help their immune system keep them healthy.
Exactly.
Or target things
that shouldn't be there.
Got
exactly. It. So these APC cells that we're concerned with, now there's a variety of different APC cells. They can be macrophages, they can be B cells, they can be dendritic cells. But what they also do is, as I mentioned, they also stimulate the helper cells and the Tregs. So they stimulate them to divide and copy themselves. So the ones we're concerned with are obviously the CD8 positive T cells. And those are called the TILs, as I mentioned earlier. And so when the APC, so this happens in two different phases. So the APC cells will, once again, they'll break down this cancer cell, and they'll take a peptide from the cancer cell that's easily identifiable. They'll process it. They'll express it as an MHC1 molecule on the outside of their cell, and then they will take that over to the lymph nodes and they will present it to the TILs and the Tregs, which are the soldiers of the immune system. And that is called the recognition phase. So that causes these TILs to recognize a certain antibody or antigen, as it's called.
Right.
Antigen is just anything that creates an antibody. Antigen, antibody generator, as it's referred to.
All right.
So then in the activation phase, these APC cells also provide what's called co-stimulatory signals.
Okay.
And they do that through cell surface receptors, such as CD28. You don't need to know these names.
Thank you.
And also these molecules called cytokines, and the common ones are called interleukins. And these are what cause these TILs and tregs to be activated to go after the tumors, to leave the lymph node, search out the tumors, find them, and kill them.
Okay.
Thank you for watching CTOM TV. Subscribe below and stay informed.